quilt. The term itself means comfort. When sewn with love and given to a child suffering with a life-threatening illness or to a child who is a victim of abuse, the comfort of this quilt is exponential. I'd like you to welcome Bob Urquhart. Bob is the chapter director for Quilts for Kids, the Illinois chapter, who is a champion for providing quilts to those who need them most. Bob, welcome.
Well, thank you, Nancy, for having me and allowing me to be here.
When I first met you and talked with you, you told me that one of the first quilts you made was for Quilts for Kids.
That's correct. I was starting on a quilt, but from your ombre quilting show. But I decided that after doing some research that Quilts for Kids was a charity that I wanted to become associated with, and because they had a twofold mission to make quilts for children who were seriously ill, and to also help keep fabric out of landfills. Because a lot of fabric is dumped if it's not sold. And so Quilts for Kids would take donated fabric and make these quilts for children who were suffering usually from cancer or some form of abuse.
Sure. And they are fun. They're a four-patch is kind of the style that you encourage.
And it's a very easy pattern. The only block that is actually assembled by the quilter is the four-patch. And everything for the quilt, except the batting and the thread, is provided in a pre-cut kit that we send, free of charge, to anyone requesting them from either our website or...
I think this is amazing. So that you get all the instructions. You've gathered the instructions. You have a little brochure. You even have a label.
Right.
So that you can, if you don't have the fabric at home in your stash, you can certainly just find it, and through the website that you'll find, we'll reference a little bit later. Now, these sizes, they're not that large.
No, they're about 42 inches by 48. And those sizes we've found are really good for children up to about age 8 or 9.
Sure.
We do ask if quilters are more experienced and able to make a larger quilt up to like a twin size, because we do serve children up to 18 years old that are in the hospital.
Sure.
And
these are 100% cotton, so that they can be laundered and loved and used. And,
right, and that's, these aren't quilts to be just hung or on a wall. They're meant to be used by kids, drug around, and comfort.
Yes.
That's correct.
Now, as an Illinois chapter, you have donated these quilts locally.
Correct. We have donated our quilts to Children's Memorial Hospital to the oncology unit, and they have requested approximately 50 quilts per month. So it's a pretty big challenge.
It is. And there are, if you're not in the Chicagoland area, you will find on our website referencing to Bob, the website of the Illinois chapter, so you can work with your local, you may work with your local chapter, but you give this great kit away. That's so wonderful.
That's what makes us kind of unique from other quilt organizations.
Now, you mentioned that one of the most heartwarming things or portions of your donation is to go to the hospital and present these quilts.
Right, to see the child's face light up when they're receiving chemotherapy and they get one of these quilts is just an unbelievable experience. And a couple of weeks ago, right before Thanksgiving, we went and donated quilts, and it was just a truly memorable experience.
The gift is always in the giving.
That's correct. And it definitely comes through the love that is put into the making of these quilts.
And you're a relatively new quilter.
Oh, definitely, yes. Yeah, less than a year.
And look what you have done. And to prove that you were worthy of being the chapter director, you made the first quilt, submitted it.
Right, got it approved. And but I think a lot has to go back to you, because without your inspiration...
Oh, well, you're sweet, you're sweet. But Bob, I thank you, and I know that many of our viewers will be going to your website, finding it out, and if you'd like to find out more about this program, I'd like you to go to nancyzeman.com and click on Nancy's Corner. And at Nancy's Corner, you will be directed right to the website for Quilts for Kids, the Illinois chapter, and Bob's great work, and all the others that are with it. And also at nancyzeman.com, you'll see additional episodes of and you'll see my blog, and there'll be a lot more information there. Thanks for being with us for this first program of Sewing A to Z. Bye for now.